Huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Now a first carry for their fullback. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Mahomes now to throw. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on third down.
Undercrush.
And they give this time to the tailback. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Hey, they're scared. They're scared.
Right back to him on first down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
And bring it. Slam. Switch.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Back-to-back stops make it third and 10.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Let's go now. Get the flag. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
to throw on third down. Fields. And he's got his man on the out route. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Check right 15. Hey, man. Watch the boot.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They started on the ground with Eckler. He'll have a first down past the 40. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. Texans football to start quarter 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Austin Eckler, his 14th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who is open.
Well, the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 23-yard line.
Ready. 15. Oh, you got deep? 2 times. We got 4. Shift. Let's go. Come on.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Being chased out left. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Check. Fresno. Check 4.
And to give this time to the tailback. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Check. 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 Joker, joker. Check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football.
Brings up 3rd down.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Operating from the gun, Fields. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Benson. The Niners have the 1st down on a gain of 11. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 38-yard line.
Let's get it.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check 3, check 3, check 3.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up 3rd. The Niners on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 17. He's got his man on the crossing route. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
They didn't get the 1st down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the 1st. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston 1st down.
And the Texans 1st down.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
And And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Mahomes firing complete, and he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the...
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now here's Mahomes. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeForest Buckner, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This will be fielded at the 8. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, huh? Hey, watch it. Wait.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
Let's go now.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Kill. Shit. Watch the safety creep.
49, check 49, check 49.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
Check 99! Check 99! Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Tight dog, tight dog.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. 2nd and 6. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete here. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A 20-yard touchdown. Here the Niners are able to stretch their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a handoff working right. And he stopped immediately there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here we go. Here we go. You don't want none.
On 3rd down, Fields. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Hey, 50 to Mike, 50 to Mike. Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Check.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On set, 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. And we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Looking to throw. Fields. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mahomes. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. The Texans on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3.
It's going to be a long day.
Attack, attack! Attack, attack!
56.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
First down.
Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Mahomes going to throw. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. It's the fullback with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Rosas good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
17. Texans 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Mike 50, Mike 50. What we got, what we got, what we got? Here we go, 50, 50, Mike 50. Check.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Benson. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 38-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you got to feel good about your chances.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do? Well, and down he goes. The 49ers get there. DeForest Buckner. That is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Mahomes to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Mahomes now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Mahomes to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
One final try for Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. as time has run out on this football game. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal: win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the play.